Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this thing that I'm doing that some of you probably don't even remember, but I am in fact doing it right now. So, hope you guys are doing well. I do have to admit, I decided to look into a couple things regarding this. There's a couple of sites out there that track Telltale games and talk about them, and they're like, hey, this, you know how in the game it'll be like, he'll remember that, she'll remember that, he won't forget that kind of thing. Keeps track of that kind of stuff, keeps track of minor variances in cutscenes depending on choices, just little stuff like that. But one of the more interesting things it keeps track of is what they call, actually I forget what they call it, but it's major decisions. And they define a major decision as anything you do, that fundamentally alters, thank you, Jason Bauer, fundamentally alters another scene to the point where you either don't see the scene at all, or you see a completely different version of the same type of scene, that kind of thing. Those are the major choices. As you might imagine, most Telltale games either have one or two major choices, and sometimes not even that. Now, I bring this up because I looked this up for this game, and it turns out there are two things, including Episode 5, well, actually, there's three things, including Episode 5, that they qualify as major choices. Thing is, I didn't want to spoil Episode 5 for myself, because obviously I have not played it, but I was so discouraged by Episode 4, to the point where it was just really bothering me, that I'm like, okay, tell me what would have changed. I decided to look into it and find out what would have happened in the previous major decisions. Now, so can anyone guess what the two major decisions that aren't in Episode 5 are in Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy? All three of you who are here so far. I know. Nobody's here on a Monday, but that's okay. That's okay. Those of you who are here, you're awesome, and I'm grateful that you're here. Now I gotta wait. I don't know what my delay is like this morning. Oh, God. Yeah, that would be pretty messed. Anybody? I know I've got at least 4 of you, because 4 of you just said something in chat. Help me out, guys. Talk to me. Say Kefka, if you're there. God's sakes, man. Say Kefka. Hey, Brigman. Hey, Fallout. Hey, Dakota. So now there's 6. 6 people, and still no one's talking to me. Why won't anyone talk to me? All right. So Lurker. Oh, Lurker's here, too. Lurker guests the rocket risk computer, as in letting go of it, and whether or not you carry Lila. No, actually, to both. Good guesses, though. Good guesses. My first guess, when I was like, I wonder what major decisions there were, was actually the convincing him to let go thing. One of my guesses was accurate. I'll go ahead and tell you this one, because it's the least surprising one. One of the guesses, or excuse me, one of the major decisions is whether you let Drax kill himself or not. Believe it or not, you can actually prevent him from dying in that scene. And if you do, then it rather significantly changes several things in the end of Episode 4 and several things in Episode 5, including the ending. So, that was actually kind of surprising. But the other one really surprised me. I'll just go ahead and tell it to you guys. It's whether or not we keep or destroy the Forge. Seriously. Apparently, if you decide to destroy the Forge, it actually starts going ballistic. She doesn't resurrect her goons or her son, and she just starts using it as this power source out of desperation, and it starts continuously draining life out of her. So she starts going on this killing rampage to get more life to drain into it to save her life. Also, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I think this one's okay because I didn't read details. Because of the fact that we decided to restore the Forge, we'll be able to res someone in episode 5. Possibly more than someone. I was trying really hard not to read details. So I'm actually a little bit in shock. The one choice that I was convinced didn't matter, that I was so convinced didn't matter that I flipped a coin for it, is actually apparently the biggest branching story point in this game. I'm not sure what to think of that. It is worth noting, however, that episode 4 would be almost completely unchanged by that. Apparently episode 4 is almost universally divorced from the entire rest of the game. Aside from the Drax choice I mentioned. Hi, Anthony. None of episode 4 matters, really, and nothing you do from 1, 2, 3 really changes 4. It's just still there. And that makes a lot of sense, because as a lot of us were pointing out, episode 4 was just bad. Like, 2 and 3 were kind of lackluster, but just, you know, they still had some good scenes, and there were still good moments every now and again. But episode 4 was just plonk. Ugh, okay. Hang on, let's go through some caves for a while. Alright, now let's go through the worm for a bit. Alright, now we gotta have the big dramatic scene, which should be dramatic but isn't. Alright, now we're back on the station. And then, the one thing that would change would be, because we decided to save the Forge, her son shows up, and if we had chosen not to save the Forge, we would get a news report about her just killing Begrillions in order to feed herself. Not counting the Death Star incident, something unrelated to that. So, we'll see what they do with 5. As of right now, just 1 through 4, this would be a not recommended. And this would be the first Telltale game I would ever have given a not recommended rating to. So let's see. Let's see if episode 5 redeems this one. By the way, hi, Javan. Javan, you're a programmer. You're a game designer. Thoughts on feasibility of a truly branching Telltale game? Because, just to explain my reasoning really quick here, Javan, because this isn't like doing a Mass Effect truly branching game, which has extensive amounts of game design built into designing areas and animations, all that fun stuff. So it would be easier, quote unquote, than doing it in a more modern game, or I shouldn't say modern, you know, a more fleshed out game, a more gameplay-y game. But it's still, because the voice acting, and Takoida points this out, and several people wrote this yesterday, well, the voice acting requirements would be pretty steep, because there's a lot of dialogue in a Telltale game. So, I don't know. Feasibility, like I said, it's something I really would like to explore in that distant future when I conquer the planet. So, anyways. So let's see what happens, guys. Redeem yourself. I gotta be honest, though, even if episode 5 is good, it's still only gonna push this up to a get it on sale rating, because 2 through 3 was average, 4 was bad. So
I'm sorry, but if the Forge can bring back the people we love, it's worth any risk.
You were too weak, too selfish to destroy the Forge.
Shut up, Nala.
Now our empire, our people, shall rise again!
I mean it this time, man. When we get out of here, I'm out.
Except he's the only one who stayed.
I need you to respect that.
This is my chance, Peter, to protect my new family, like I never did for Hovat and Kamaria.
Tell me what I have to do.
My family will be proud, and I will tell them of my best friend, Peter Quill.
Peter, where's Drax? I just thought we had a leader who would fight for us. All of us.
I ain't happy about Drax being gone, but I am happy to still be breathing.
Thank you for freeing me and teaching me that the loudest shouter is usually the most correct. But I must go.
The galaxy may need guarding, Peter, but not by us.
Gamora, wait.
It wasn't me who did this, Peter. It was you.
Next up, is your Codex device making you sick?
Yes.
8 or 9 rounds. Then we find
Hold
Hala.
on. We have some breaking news. Reports are flying in about a violent Kree attack on Jabari 5. Millions are feared dead.
Hey, Pete. I found her. I'll see if that drink maker can pour something stronger. We're gonna need it.
We need to talk.
So there's her son.
You are the Star-Lord that's caused nothing but trouble for Hala. Are you not?
Yeah.
I need your help.
Well, you got a funny way of asking. Most people don't point a gun in my face when they want my help.
No.
Look, My name is Baldin, son of Hala the Accuser. You've seen what my mother is capable of. The weapon she now has in her possession. You want to stop her, right? Let us work together. No more people have to die. It could be advantageous for everyone. Don't ignore me. Put the drink down. I risked my life. Risked treason to my people. Just so I could find you and stop my mother from destroying our...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You guys having a party and it didn't invite me?
Rocket, this is Baldin, Hala's son. He wants to help us.
Wait. Hala's friggin' son? Now, I'm not buying it. The Kree, who've been trying to kill us, need I remind you, don't just offer their help. Not to us, at least.
I'm not so sure. Think he might actually want to help us.
Listen, I know you were lost in his dreamy eyes, but he ain't fooling me. But you know, he's probably got valuable intel on Hala. If we knew he was telling the truth.
He's right there, dude.
Maybe I should just go. I'm sorry that I bothered you.
Whoa, not so fast. You're not going anywhere, friend. Rocket? What are you...
Hang tight, Pete. I'll be back in a jiff.
Okay. I need a drink. So hang on.
Mantis? Groot?
Sorry that took so long. She, wasn't too keen on coming back here. Mantis will be able to tell if the kid's lying or not.
This is why you dragged me back? You said it was life or death.
I am
You just
Groot.
want to use my powers as some sort of lie test. I don't have to put up with this. Come on, Groot. Let's go.
I know you're upset, Mantis, but please. We need your help.
Help you with what? Interrogating a very frightened Kree? I don't think so.
This isn't just some random Kree. This is Hala's son.
I'm Groot?
Yeah.
Your mother is very mean. Okay, I'll help. But I'm doing this for the galaxy, not for you.
Fine. I'll ask the questions. You just tell me if he's lying or not.
Oh. Are you done talking about me like I'm not here?
Not yet. Hang on. So I was wondering, where did he get those tattoos on his face? I mean, it's actually kind of fascinating that when the Forge reconstructed him, it reconstructed things that aren't really a part of him, like the tattoos. In fact, he came out clothed. Did you notice that? Not that I mind. I don't want to see the guy naked, but it's interesting that it actually was like, oh, hang on, what was he wearing last time when he died? Or how does it determine that? Does it use the person's, like the person rezzing them? Is that how they determine the clothing? Or is it whatever they were in with it? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the interrogation.
Not that being treated like I'm invisible is anything new.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I'm used to it.
My friend Mantis here is an empath, which means she'll know if you're lying, so tell the truth. Why did you come here?
It is as I said before. I came here to stop my mother and save my people. The Kree have a mistaken view on superiority.
Okay.
If we were truly great, we would lead by example, not by force.
Well, I'll be damned. I've seen it all. A pacifist Kree.
Wow, look at you. Truly an original. I bet you are a real hit at Kree parties.
Not particularly, no. My people, they just need new leadership.
Like me, for example.
And it sounds like you've got someone in mind for the job.
Oh, I had never really considered it.
All right.
Well, if not you, who do you suggest take over? Deposing a leader without a successor, that's pretty risky business.
Oh, well, maybe I could do it. I know, as long as Hala continues to lead the Kree, they will never change. And I can't help but feel responsible. My mother, she wasn't always like this.
Before the dark times. Before the plot.
She used to be different.
I am Groot.
So tell me, what was Hala like?
She was uncompromisingly strict, as a leader and a parent. It was her way or no one's way. But I thought she truly loved her people. She didn't kill like this before. I have a proposition. I am Hala's only child. If she thinks you are keeping me hostage, it would emotionally compromise her. She'll become careless. It could give you the advantage you need to defeat her, freeing the Kree from her rule. All I ask in return for my cooperation is when the time comes, you must promise to spare her life.
This is mounds upon mounds of crap. He just wants to use us so he can rule the Kree himself.
Please! There has been enough death!
I am Groot.
We've already got him as bait. We don't need to take his deal.
Couldn't you use him as an ally?
Hang on, I need to let the dog out. What do you guys think we should do? I'm gonna ally with him. I have a theory on this one. Basically, I agree that with the idea that he's pure. Like, in other words, he means this. Which means, if we don't ally with him, if we reject him, then him coming to us being like, oh, I come to you and it's this horrible thing and I've gone way out of my way to do this and blah, 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 means that he's going to turn into another villain if we don't, so.
Okay. You got a deal. You help us take down Hala, and we promise to keep her alive.
Thank you, Star-Lord. Your word is your bond. As is mine.
How do you know what a handshake is?
I'm still gonna be sleeping with one eye open.
I just want a new path forward for my people.
Don't even think about making trouble for us. Let's take a walk back to the ship, pal.
But even with Balden's help, do we still have a chance?
Nope. We screwed.
Hala is armed with a devastating weapon, combined with the Forge. There's no stopping her.
I am Groot.
The Guardians are broken. I don't see a world where you can actually defeat Hala. And when you were together, you all hated each other. I can't imagine a time when you didn't hate each other.
It's not too late for us to change. Come on, Groot, help me out here.
I am Groot.
What is it?
Are we gonna see Groot's backstory? I mean, I guess he's the only one we haven't seen at this point. Because we've seen everyone else, right?
Get your hands off me, man. I'm innocent. You got the wrong guys.
Oh, you mean to tell me there's another rodent and tree duo out there?
Yes.
Who were scanned and ID'd by several bystanders?
Yes.
And caught red-handed?
I'm telling you, I just got one of those faces that looks guilty.
Look, we're really sorry.
I am Groot.
Yes, we know who you are.
Forget it, Groot. These bucketheads can't understand you. Don't worry. I know how to handle this. As soon as they lock us up, I'm gonna go up to the biggest, baddest dude in there and knock him out.
Hey, Drax.
Oh, boy.
Hey! I did not know this was an animal prison, too. Or perhaps you are my meal.
I got your back, Rocket.
Satisfying, though. I am Groot, and I am Drax the Destroyer. Do not attempt to challenge me. I will tear you limb from limb, or snout from tail, whichever would be more painful.
I challenged you. I'm still here.
That is because you cheated. You had a weapon, and I did not.
You take it easy. Knock it off! All right. Make room for one more. Hey, don't get too comfortable. We'll be back to take you to permanent lockup soon.
Who is this loser?
Call me Star-Lord.
Oh my god, what is up with his mustache? Guys, something crawled onto his face and died! Quick, we need to get rid of it!
I'm sure you've all heard of me. Especially you.
Definitely not.
I'm gonna say nice mustache.
Nope.
Well, now you have.
I am Groot.
I don't know. I can't take anyone with facial hair seriously.
Nice to meet you, Groot. What kind of tree are you? Spruce? Elm?
I am Groot.
Yeah, you already said that. I could tell you guys
It's the guy from
are the
the
real
bar.
badasses in the room. Legendary outlaws like me. Not you.
Seriously,
We're
that's the guy
too
from the
good
bar.
looking to stay locked up in here. What you think? The second the Nova Corps start running background checks on...
Okay, so, I'm sorry to interrupt, but because it's timed, my options as Groot are, wish I had a mustache, do you have a plan, or we have to get out? What do you think? What is going on in the mind of Groot? Yeah, let's do it. I wish I had a mustache.
us, none of us are ever going to see the sweet light of day again.
I am Groot.
And I'm still Star-Lord. Look, so here's the deal. We're breaking out of here.
I'm not going anywhere with any of you.
Settle down in there. All of you.
I will not settle. No prison can contain me.
I'll go gladly if this giant ass won't be there.
My ass is the correct proportion for my body. It is 100% pure muscle.
I don't need to hear about your ass muscles.
So, options here are, do you want to go to prison? Stop or I'll make you stop. Or, we need to work together.
It was the rodent who first mentioned it. I am Groot.
Fighting isn't gonna get us anywhere. We need to work together.
Hate to admit it, Stash Lord is right. We're fighting the...
Stash Lord.
wrong people.
I just came up with a brilliant plan that's totally original. I'm calling it...
Wait to hear this.
The Great Escape.
I like
you see that
movie.
guard there? He's the only one with the key card to get us out of here. There's no way we can get to it. So we gotta escape another way. There's a force field all around us, but not below us. And that's where you come in, Muscle Man.
I agree to this nickname.
You are gonna use those
Muscle
beefy
Man.
mitts of yours to dig us a tunnel to the other side of the force field.
Beefy mitts?
We don't have anywhere to hide all the debris, so this tree, well, you're gonna have to eat it all. And once we're over there, that's where you come in, gadget guy.
Uh-huh.
You're little and adorable, so you're the perfect distraction.
Say that again.
You're the perfect distraction.
Do, 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 do. I don't know the whole song. Sorry, guys. He's playing a really crappy version of Asteroids. Alright, first and foremost, need to grab that. Very important for later. Gotta keep the space-time continuum clear.
Huh? Is that you, Rooks?
Let's try it again.
I'm not gonna lie.
That wasn't Space
A
Invaders.
couple of you might die. But know that I will never forget you. Or we could just use the key card. I love this tree. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful
Escape. You were going to say escape.
friendship. I was gonna say friendship, but escape will do.
And thus, the Guardians of the Galaxy begin. Alright, I'll admit, so far episode 5 has been winning back some big points with me.
I was wrong about you guys. There's a reason you all ended up together.
By the way, that was a good shot of the freckles. Not
I
the
never
sparkles, the freckles.
You're not a team, or a family, or friends in the conventional sense, but somehow it works.
It was the mustache.
Yeah, it was all the mustache.
Peter, I don't think that's it.
It really was the mustache.
I don't know, Mantis. I really think it was the mustache.
It was not the mustache.
It was...
Okay, fine. It was just a lot of different things that led to us being a great team. We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's time we start acting like it.
Then let's go get them back.
I am Groot.
the ones that aren't dead. Although we might get those back too. I don't know. We'll find out.
I am Groot.
Nice of you three to show up.
Okay. Just gotta find Gamora.
It's anyone's guess where she is. She's still an assassin. She'll know where to go if she don't want to be found.
Mantis, you were able to track down the shrine using your abilities. Do you think you could find one of us too?
I can usually only sense someone who is nearby. But I may be able to extend my range with your help.
I am Groot.
I have an idea.
What?
Okay.
You're going to love it.
Oh no, I'm gonna hate this. Oh god! She really is a Borg! This is futile. Either that or we're entering the Matrix. Oh my god, I was kidding.
Where are we?
You and I have merged minds.
This is inside my mind. It seems kind of empty.
I've never shared this with anyone before, and you didn't die or anything. This is amazing! I wasn't sure it would work, but it did.
Well, I'm just happy that you're happy, Mantis.
I am happy! Isn't this so neat? This island here represents your subconscious mind, Peter. And those other islands represent your friends. Gamora could be anywhere in the galaxy by now. In order to find her, we'll need to build a bridge.
Dishonored job.
Bridge.
Yes, a bridge of feelings.
Oh my god, it's Care Bears!
Myself. I'll need your help.
Hang on. Care Bear stare! Rainbow Bridge.
Okay.
Look, I used to watch Care
Bears.
Bears.
Party started.
What?
It'll be fun.
Although the only thing I remember is the movie with
friends'
no
islands,
heart.
We'll learn where they are. Now, I need you to concentrate very hard. When you think about the Guardians, what emotions do you feel the strongest?
Love, anger, pride, frustration, worry, pity. I'm leaning towards worry. Love, I have a feeling they'll misinterpret that. Anger, that could work. Frustration, no. Pity, absolutely not. So... And again, this is towards the Guardians as a whole, as a group. Where's the coin? Let's flip for it. Love or worry? Or maybe pride? I don't know. You know what? Pride's okay too. So we got 3 choices in one flip. It's okay. I have a way to deal with this. Okay, so it's going to be love or pride. Whoop. And apparently it is in fact going to be love. The coin has chosen. You have betrayed me. Love.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
On this plane, emotions are able to take physical form. Those are memories that you can connect to with your feelings. If we focus on your emotional relationships with the rest of your team, they will be easier to find.
I can get her back, Pete. If we charge the forge, we can revive Lila. I can get her back, Pete. If we charge the forge, we can revive
This is my chance, Peter, to protect my new family.
That's curious. Your bond with Drax is very strong.
But I don't understand. You can sense Drax, but Drax is dead.
I can't explain it, but I can certainly feel his presence through your emotions.
I can get her back, Pete, if we charge the forge. I can get her back, Pete, if we charge the forge. We can revive Lila.
And of course, I've been pretty consistently caring about Rocket this whole time, so that's pretty consistent. This one's probably going to be Gamora.
Falling apart. You're the one who's gonna keep us from falling apart.
That'd be funny. Terrible funny.
You're doing well, Peter. I'm beginning to sense Gamora. You've told me how you feel about the Guardians. That's good. But in order to find your friends, I'll need more. How do you think your friends feel about being Guardians?
Wait a minute, are you an emotional vampire? It's okay, you can be honest about it. Okay, so how do they feel about being a part of, the Guardians? We've got Happy, pissed off, proud, annoyed, regret, conflicted. Now again, I'm thinking positive. So we've got happy, proud, maybe conflicted. What do you guys think? And no, I didn't con-trick it to go to. If I'm going to flip it, I'm going to go with it. That's the whole reason behind the coin. That's why I bought a special coin to replace the old one. I think I agree with the Care Bear idea myself. I think I would pick happy. Let's just ride this Care Bear rainbow as far as it's gonna go. Now, I've already chosen, but let's see what the coin says. Of the three, it will be happy or proud, and then it would be proud, would be what the coin chose. So we'll go with happy, because I already chose that.
We're gonna sell Thanos' bodies!
That's an interesting thing to be happy about, but, you know, it works. The coin is truly the ultimate betrayer.
Honestly, we all stay because of you, Peter.
I mean, you're a total loser, but... I know, right, fellow? Come on, there we go.
This is my hour of honor. My sweet wife and daughter have finally been avenged.
This is very unsettling. But please keep trying.
Okay, now what?
You're doing great.
I didn't think I was actually capable of feeling this many emotions. I'm so... deep.
Let's just try once more. You and the Guardians have had so many amazing adventures. How would you describe your happiest moment with them?
Happiest moment. Proud, awesome, heroic, or okay. So okay's off the list. That's not happening. The other three, I kind of like all three of those, though. What's your happiest moment? Proud of the Guardians. Your happiest moment was awesome, and your happiest moment was heroic. I think I'm least inclined towards heroic of those three. So what do you think between proud and awesome? And I'm willing to flip it, because those are both good options. Everyone in chat's saying awesome. I do agree that awesome seems a little bit more in character for Peter. Although we are kind of doing this whole Captain America Care Bear thing. I don't know. I'm torn on this one. I might just flip this one and go with the coin. Hey, Nick. What's going on, dude? Welcome to choosing between pride or awesomeness. Let's see what the coin decides. I'm not committed. Let's see what the coin decides. Coin decides awesome. So, let's do it.
I think that's enough. If you explore all these memories, we should have what we need to build our bridges.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Hey, I was surrounded by adoring fans. I couldn't let them go thirsty.
It seems you have many cheerful emotions towards Rocket.
Rocket's awesome, dude. He's a prick.
Has purpose once again. Drax the Destroyer has purpose once again! Yes. Drax is back.
If Drax is somehow still out there, your feelings can lead us to him.
Are you gonna make me choose between these 3 games? Because that's kind of what it looks like. I mean, look at this. The camera's even like, hey, there's the Drax thing, and then I gotta go back to get to, go faster. To get to the Gamora one. Which is who I'm here for.
I still can't believe we did it. Thanos is gone.
Don't worry, we're about to res him.
You must be very close to Gamora. You've shown many positive emotions for her.
Yeah, but she doesn't actually give a crap about me. So, what do you think? I'm thinking Drax. Even though we're here for Gamora. I wish I could save state. Was that Drax or was that Rocket? I think this was Drax. Hey, SJ. Faster.
Wait, this is... What the hell does this mean, Mantis?
It means Drax is alive.
Oh.
And it means you left him for dead. Poor Drax. He must be so lonely.
Oh no. Drax. Oh god, I feel terrible.
We all thought Drax was dead. We may have assumed too quickly. Oops.
The others will be so excited that he's still alive.
His sacrifice caused so much turmoil. Hopefully this will repair what was broken in your team.
Okay.
Okay, we know where Drax is.
But we're not done here. Keep looking.
Alright, let's go look at... I mean, why is Rocket even a choice here? I'm actually kind of confused. At least it's not making me pick. I still would have picked Drax. I'm committed to that, but... Like, why is Rocket here? What are you going to show me about Rocket?
That's the bridge. Makes sense. Rocket's been here the whole time.
In spite of everything you've been through, Rocket cares about you a great deal. He must really value your friendship to remain at your side.
I'm glad he stuck around. He's a good friend.
That's true, Max.
I suspect that is why he stayed.
You're right.
He knows how well you two get along, how much you need each other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we found Rocket. What now?
That's just kind of a confirmation thing, because we kept Rocket.
You should see what's
But if
on the
Rocket
other
had
side.
left, we'd be looking for Rocket, not Gamora. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. And rather than restructure this to have 2 things, they just have all 3 and bury the cutscene. That makes sense. So... Where's... Conflict Ball? It even looks like a conflict ball, doesn't it?
And I know this place. I've been here. This is Thanos' training room from Gamora's memory.
Gamora hated her father. Why would she go back?
We all created the Guardians because none of us had anywhere else to go. This is the only place Gamora could think to return to.
She might have unresolved feelings attached to this place. Rocket stayed with us, so that island will probably show us the Milano.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Peter. You did well connecting with your emotions. I know it couldn't have been easy. For someone such as yourself. Not everyone can connect with people as easily as I can. But I am an empath, so that is to be expected.
Thanks, Mantis.
Thanks? Guess I'll take that as a compliment.
You should, because you are so emotionally inept.
Yeah, I get it, Mantis. Thank you for clearing that up. So, guess we just have to pick him up.
Who should we get first?
Drax. Drax? Drax. Okay. Ignoring the fact that I like Drax in this game, and Gamora can suck it. Drax is on a hostile planet and has no actual hope or chance of rescue and is in literal imminent danger. Gamora is off having a pity party off on Thanos' training realm or whatever. Also, as Anthony points out, if we have the band back together, it will be easier to convince Gamora to come back. So, yeah, I don't even think this is a choice, really. So, we got you, Drax.
Let's go grab Drax.
Let's go.
And then he dies. Did we ever repair our ship? Or am I just supposed to not point that out? Also, how do the Kree have an empire? They have a ship. Like, that's not an empire.
What about that giant creepy worm thing? If it's still alive, I'm getting the hell out of town.
Don't worry. If Drax is alive, I got money on that thing being dead. Whoa.
Yeah, it's dead.
He actually did it.
Drax!
Drax! Holy crap! You did that worm you came out of it. Like you were inside it, and then you came out? That's amazing!
You doubted me, Peter Quill?
No.
You have no idea how relieved I am. I mean, I thought I'd never see you again.
Yes, the reasonable conclusion when I leapt from the ship would be that I perished. The creature did not give up easily. Our battle raged for hours. I felt proud. But I think I was happier butchering that hideous worm than when I got revenge on my daughter's killer. How could that be? I cannot find a reason for it. That worm has no importance to me. How can this battle mean more to me than ours against Thanos?
I don't know. Maybe this means that you moved on from your loss.
If that is true, then it is as I had feared. In the midst of battle, I felt such exhilaration and nothing else. I spared not a single thought for Kamaria. I think I am afraid that with each passing moment, her memory will continue to disappear. I fear that once I forget, Kamaria will die a second death. These feelings will not stop.
You're going through some really heavy stuff, Drax. It's okay to be afraid.
I have never faced a problem like this. One I could not simply kill. Oh, if only I were dead. These feelings would not cause me such distress. No matter how hard I try.
You don't mean that, Drax. I mean, you can't.
I was not completely honest with you before. I did wish to protect the Guardians. But part of me hoped that I might see my daughter again in the afterlife. If such a thing does exist. I do not know. But the thought of reuniting with my family...
I know we aren't blood, Drax. And I know we can't replace Kamaria. But the Guardians are your family now. And we need you. Here.
Perhaps you are right. If I die now, I would leave you with the same loss I feel for Kamaria. Death can wait. Thank you, my friend. I feel more sure of my path forward.
Plus, Death's kind of doing this thing with Deadpool right now, so...
Hey, guys, it's all clear. Bring the ship down.
Now, Let us return to your garbage heap of a ship.
Seriously.
The galaxy is counting on us to stop Hala.
Is...
And I have wasted enough time beside this rotting carcass.
Hey, it might be a garbage heap, but it's our garbage heap.
Most of that garbage is yours, Peter.
Seriously, though. Are we ever going to get paid so we can buy a better ship? Ah, Sanctuary. They even called it that.
All right. Huh.
In fact, just to make this clear, I'm pretty sure that outside of FTL capacity, the ship that my players have in Primus Verge is better than this pile of crap.
You expecting any calls today?
Star-Lord!
Hey, what's up?
You must know why I am contacting you. Admit it! Admit what you have done!
Oh, I get it. You're attracted to me, aren't you? Don't worry. It happens. A lot.
Do not be vulgar. You have taken Baldin hostage, and I want him back. I do not know how you did it, but I want him back, now!
I've had baby Baldin for a while now. It took you long enough to notice.
What have you done with...
Mother!
Well, look who it is.
Please, Mother. Just do as they ask.
Which is funny, we haven't made any demands
What
yet.
are you planning to do with him? If you harm him in any way, I will repay it 1,000-fold to you.
Well, that all depends on you. If you don't want anything bad to happen to your son...
No one threatens me.
I just did.
You are the most infuriating person I have ever encountered. I have always heard of the insolence of human beings, but meeting them in person is infinitely worse.
That felt good.
I can't believe you hung up on her. I always wanted to do that.
You're unbelievable, Quill.
What?
I know my mother. She'll be setting a course for nowhere right now. None of your friends or associates are safe. Even your home worlds could be at risk. I fear she cannot be stopped. If you don't stand against her, no one will.
Yeah, not gonna lie. That conversation could have gone better.
You think?
If she's coming from nowhere, we've got to hustle.
It's okay,
Keep
we
the
got
engine
tracks.
running. I'll be back soon.
See you, Javin.
Don't you think Gam's gonna be a little pissed at you? And what are you gonna say?
I'm sure I'll think of something in the moment.
So I'm going to admit something here. I had one other thing spoiled for me in a comment as I was going down the changes stuff or the significant events stuff for this one. I'll mention it because I'm pretty sure it's coming up shortly here.
Word of advice, Pete? Think harder.
Gamora?
You've got some nerve, following me here of all places. I told you I was done. I'm not in a very charitable mood, Peter. Leave, or I'll make you leave.
Or are you here to fight? I won't go easy on you.
Oh, come on. You wouldn't hurt me.
Oh, really?
Whoa! You said you'd keep everyone together! Hala is more powerful than ever. Now Drax is dead!
Drax isn't dead!
What? Why didn't you open with that? Drax is alive? And you didn't bother mentioning it before?
Oh, sorry I didn't get the chance to mention it in the 2 seconds before you freaking attacked me!
He was devoured by that thing. You said he was gone.
I thought he was, but he's not! He killed that space worm and is now hanging on the Milano with everyone else. Drax is back to his normal self.
Ah!
What?
Ah! I just don't get it. Why does everything just work out for you? No matter what you do, everything just conveniently works out for the great Star-Lord.
You call this working out? The Guardians are scattered, Drax nearly got eaten, you almost killed me 2 seconds ago. Oh, and Hala's out to destroy the galaxy because of me.
But despite that, we're all unscathed. So Drax happened to survive, but you told him to sacrifice himself, knowing full well that it could kill him.
Jesus Christ, Gamora!
Can't you even pretend to be bothered by that?
I'm sorry, this was just yesterday I was playing episode 4, but I was pretty torn up about that. Even when I told you about it, I was torn up about that.
Show me something. Anything. At least some semblance of remorse.
You're asking if I feel bad? Of course I feel bad.
Then why won't you show it?
Hey, what do you want from me? You want me to wander around crying? That isn't my style, Gamora.
You shrug through everything, free of consequence, while I feel punished for merely existing. I've done so many horrible things. I fought. I tortured a little girl. All because I was too scared to stand up to Thanos.
In fairness, it is Thanos. Most people would be scared to stand up to him.
And now, my sister is dead. I'll never be able to forgive myself. You made a mistake coming back, Peter. I can't help anyone.
You were as much of a victim as Nebula was. Look, Thanos is to blame. Not you.
Thanos may have given the order, but the blade was in my hand.
Thank you, Lucar.
Rocket pushes people away to hide his pain. Drax revels in his rage. But I don't know how to get past it. All the lives I've ruined. I've hurt so many people. Despicable acts I did to serve Thanos.
Well, no matter how much it hurts, we have to soldier on. Our job is to make sure the good outweighs the bad.
If that's the job, I failed long ago. I don't even know why you bothered coming here.
That is the second time you've said that, lady. This is an interesting choice. I'm going with this one.
Because you're the only one on the Milano who doesn't drive me completely insane.
Now you know how I feel.
Gamora, you're my best friend. I don't want to lose you.
I close my eyes at night, and I'm right back here. I'm that frightened girl, unsure of what or who to trust.
I'm sorry, Mass Effect 2, Jack's loyalty mission. That's all I'm going to say.
I want nothing more than that pain to be over.
You have to forgive yourself, Gamora. It's the only way you can move forward.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, I know, Takoida, but the other options weren't really good. Okay, I think I did that all right. Supposedly, one of those options is to admit that he has romantic feelings for her. And if you do it, it goes really badly. Like, it's the exactly what you'd imagine from, you know, I'm secretly in love with you. Oh, but I don't feel for you that way. Oh, awkwardness. And it just drives this massive wedge between the two characters. So, I'm not sure if I missed it in there, but it's another reason I took the friend option rather than anything else.
Hey, Drax. Surprised to admit it, I'm actually glad to see you.
I too am glad you have not perished in a violent and agonizing way. Perhaps by sudden evisceration or Balinese organ chewing. I once saw a man have his organs chewed. Oh, how we laughed at his pain. Like this.
Drax.
But seriously, his pain must have been tremendous.
Nice one, dude.
Yes, watching someone suffer is hilarious.
It's called Schadenfreude, I think. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Welcome home, everyone.
I am Groot!
Nebula, though.
Groot says it's so good to see you all.
Look at you, Peter. Somehow you managed to get us all back in the same room. I didn't think we'd see each other after last time. Unless, you know, we ended up in the same prison. Again.
Yeah. First off, I wanted to apologize. I was acting like kind of a...
Jerk?
Jackass?
Coward? Ooh, I am Groot?
Yes. I am sorry for all those things. Now, I wish I had better news for you, but, things have turned into a galactic war zone out there.
Yes. Hala has begun killing innocent people to resurrect her army.
Why? There's so many easier targets than going butchering civilians. Does she not know how to be an evil overlord? Does nobody think when they gain ultimate power? It's like, and now I'll do the obviously stupid evil thing. Maybe there's something that we don't know about that just runs through people's brains. It's like the moment you gain massive power, your brain just goes... and that just explains it all.
And she's coming after us next.
Hala has the Forge, her son, and an unlimited army. Yet she still considers us a threat?
Actually, that's a long story. Balden, come say hi.
Hi, Taran.
Hello.
That's
you
it.
have taken her son prisoner.
Well, not quite. Also, guys, oh my god, it's the Kai Langfield.
You are not the pathetic warrior I so often think you to be.
I was not kidnapped. I am here to help.
Balden is here to help us. He's a good guy. He promised to play bait for us to lure out Hala.
Whatever stops her from what she's about to do. The killing. It can't go on like this.
This does give us emotional leverage.
But we still have not gained any tactical advantage since the last time we fought her.
Hala is heading for nowhere. For us. I'm open to suggestions on how we approach this.
I mean, that is actually a tactical advantage if you know
Well,
where
you've
your
been on
enemy's
her
going
ship
to be.
before. I can analyze the readings from last time and see if there's a way to take out her weapons. When in doubt, look to the data. There's gotta be a weak spot or two we can exploit.
If Hala's ship has a weakness, I know you'll be able to find it.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Pete. I'll do my best.
Hala isn't going to go easy on us. We'll have to prepare to take her down.
I'll be on the bridge, Pete. Come talk to me when you get the chance.
I am Groot.
Thanks, Groot.
Okay, so let's see what everyone's up to.
Hey, Gamora.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Please don't stab me.
I wanted to thank you again. What you said back at that training hall, I really appreciate it. If you hadn't have shown up when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
I meant what I said. Every word.
I know. And it means a lot to me.
What, Anthony?
So, what was on your mind?
I have feelings for you. We're never picking that.
I'm, worried about taking on Hala.
I know what you mean, but the others look to you as their leader. Put on a strong face for them.
Like this?
That's not a strong face, Peter.
Keep working on it.
See you in a bit.
Quill, I was waiting for you. I wish to apologize.
For what?
I realize I have not been the same since we slew Thanos. I was so consumed in my emotions that I uselessly sacrificed myself. My selfish act put the Guardians at risk.
Hey, Gamora, who's like 2 feet away, you hearing this? I just want you to... You hearing it? Okay.
For that I am deeply sorry, and I hope you can accept my sincere apology.
We all got a little emotional. You weren't alone in that.
Of course, but it is in your nature to be emotional. You are sad and pathetic. I should be above such petty emotions. I will try to redeem myself once again in the coming battle against Hala.
How did you kill that worm?
So, that giant space worm. How'd you kill it?
It is a heroic tale that people will talk about for generations. I launched myself into the jaws of the worm creature, narrowly avoiding endless rows of teeth. I used my blades to slow my descent, shredding the creature's pulsating throat. Once within its noxious bowels, I detonated the drive cores of 6 dead ships. The explosion resulting from digestive fumes and flammable fecal matter was the most beautiful sight I have ever seen.
I'll praise him on this one.
Drax, you are a beast. I can't believe you did all that.
I agree. It was quite impressive.
Also, you need a shower.
Peter, some may not know this, but when a creature is in its death throes, the sphincter relaxes. I was forced to swim through bile. Gland juices seeped into my nose and mouth until I emerged, moist, reeking, victorious. I look forward to repeating this tale many, many times for the others.
I'm sorry we left you for dead.
I do not blame you for your ineptitude. I also thought I was bound to die. It was a reasonable misunderstanding.
You ready for one last battle?
I do not believe this will be our last battle. But for Hala, it will be.
Later, Drax.
As long as I keep doing the QTEs.
What happens later?
We got this. I'm not talking to Gamora game. You cannot trick me into that. Hell, I wouldn't do that even if I was actually unaware.
Hey there, you little death trap. Aw, it's a good boy. Or girl. Do space worms even have a gender?
Anyways, that doesn't... I mean, whoop-de-doo, I guess, basically. I'm with you, Fallout. I think people were just jumping on the bandwagon. You remember how many people were like, oh my god, Infinite Warfare is terrible, downvote, downvote, and then Infinite Warfare was a good game, right?
Miss the stars. Being trapped in a sarcophagus for so long.
Star-Lord, I was hoping you might come by. I was ruminating on what you said earlier.
That's my job!
Do you believe I could be a good leader? For the Kree?
Level-headed guy like you, yeah. I think you'd make a great leader. Kree could certainly use it.
Thank you, Star-Lord. Maybe I can reinvent the reputation of my people.
I mean,
It's
it'll
just-
take a couple generations.
I've been thinking about it for some time. And perhaps it's not as ridiculous an idea as I originally thought.
It's okay, guys. Don't you think he'll be a better ruminator than me?
I know this is a touchy subject. It happened to me too. But how did you die?
Oh, well, years ago I worked at a reactor, mining and producing energy from my mother's war effort. There was an accident. As far as I know, no one made it out. My mother is different now. I don't even recognize her anymore.
It's just group mentality, Crazy Legs. Goes back to when we were a lot younger as a species. I mean, what's safer? I mean, if you boil it down, really crucible the concept down, what's safer? You on your own, or you in a group of like-minded people? And we are, of course, social creatures, so we tend to still group up, even when it's not literally physically grouping up to go after, you know, a hunt or another tribe or whatever. Yeah, by the way, I'm sorry. I wanted to respond to the bandwagon thing, but this is actually interesting. Season 5 is, or episode 5 is really salvaging this so far. He died as a miner providing for her war effort, and she got worse, not better. I like that. It's something I've talked about a lot. The idea that when, you know, someone is tested by some traumatic circumstance, generally we tend to come out of it either with the best of ourselves or the worst of ourselves. And it kind of sounds like Hala came out of this one with the worst of her.
We didn't really get to know each other that well. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to tell. I am Hala's only child. Other than that, there is nothing very interesting about me.
We decided not to write any backstory for this character. Sorry.
Oh, come on, that can't be true. I mean, you gotta have, like, some kind of hobby.
I dedicated most of my youth to studying Kree history, as well as galactic law, science, and philosophy. Does that count as a hobby?
Oh my god, you are a total nerd.
I think that's fascinating, Baldin.
Oh, thank you, Mantis.
Also, honestly, that's a pretty good background for going into a leadership role. Just saying.
I gotta go. See you around.
Peter, hello. I've been telling Baldin all about you.
Oh,
about
great.
me?
I was just telling him how you rescued me from being held as prisoner back at Emnios, how your feelings guided you to my tomb, and you pried me from my stone prison.
I must admit, I did not think you were capable of such chivalry. Perhaps I was wrong about you.
Peter is one of the most heroic people I know.
Is that so?
I'm sure Mantis is just exaggerating.
Chivalrous and humble? You are full of surprises, Peter Quill.
So, you and Baldin seem to be getting along.
I was trapped for years in a sarcophagus, and Baldin has been, well, dead. It's nice to be able to relate to someone and have shared life experience.
Well, that is adorable.
I mean, common ground, right?
It's not like that.
That's nice, Mantis. I'm sorry, I actually got to be right back. This will not take me long, just 2 seconds.
I'm glad you're back with us, Mantis.
Honestly, I'm glad too. I'm sorry I left before. I was just caught up in the moment, and the strain was too much on my emotions. I know it wasn't for very long, but being alone and surrounded by strangers was overwhelming. If Groot hadn't found me, I don't know what I would have done.
Once this is all over, what are you gonna do?
I hadn't considered it. I think maybe I'd like to travel. There's so much I never got to experience when I was locked away. It would be exciting to live my own life instead of laying down inside a box.
I should go. Lots of work to do.
Of course.
still owe me 50 units from our last sparring practice.
I do not. You cheated.
Oh? Would you like a rematch?
No. I am Groot.
Listen,
I know I'm mute.
I wasn't
I'm slowly
stuck.
unpacking stuff.
I was just waiting for my dramatic entrance.
I was unpacking stuff from this Amazon shipment. This is about $200 worth of hardware, and I didn't want to leave it out on my porch.
Groot.
Shut up.
I am Groot.
Thanks for sharing that memory, buddy.
Hey, thanks for showing me your memory. It put a lot of things in perspective.
Speaking of, what did you show him anyway?
I am Groot.
Oh yeah, Stash Lord. I almost forgot about that upper lip atrocity.
You ready to kick some holla butt?
I am Groot.
Wish we were all as optimistic about it as you are.
I can't believe we managed to get everyone back.
I am Groot.
Groot says the only reason we're all back is because of you. I'm inclined to agree.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you around, buddy.
I am Groot.
You had me worried back there, Groot. Thought you were mad at me or something.
I am Groot.
Thanks, buddy.
What you got cooking?
Yeah, about that. I've been poring over the scans we got last time and we hit the Revenant. Good news is, I know what we gotta do to take Hala down. Bad news is, I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna have to disable that super gun of hers if we want any chance of beating this. Simple, right? No more gun, no more dead people. I mean, we'll still have to deal with Hala herself, who still might very well kill us slowly and agonizingly.
Okay. Now you have my attention.
Right. So, far as I can tell, there's a number of key points on the ship to factor in. Here, 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 and here. That's as far as I've gotten.
Okay. So lay it on me.
What do you want to know?
Huh. This place looks important.
Yeah, that's the computer core, where the ship's system can be accessed. We need someone to hack into the computer. It's vital in getting that weapon offline.
What's this?
The main hull system. You might not remember, but it was filled with those cryopods. And because somebody charged up the Eternity Forge, all those dead Kree are now alive Kree, and will need to be dealt with. Big old hallway like this? Great place for a distraction.
What's this one?
Those are the access ways to the computer core. Kind of like the hard drive for the ship. If someone don't cover those access ways, reinforcements will be sent straight to the core and overwhelm the hacker in no time.
Is that the weapon?
Right. And I've actually got a plan for this one. It's got a couple of points on the outside of the ship where the energy is focused before it discharges. But get this, these points aren't guarded. They're just out there in the open. Probably because the Kree don't think anyone's insane enough to attack a superweapon head-on.
Sounds like a challenge. But I think we're up to the task.
If by we you mean you, then yes, we are.
Wait, what? Me?
You're the one with the jet boots. I got a slew of homebrewed explosives and deflectors. You'll plant the explosives on each of those energy points, and then when Hala fires the weapon again, boom! It'll blow itself up.
And what if they fire the weapon before I'm done planting the deflectors?
Just finish before that happens. We need our hacker to take down the shields and clear a way for you to plant the explosives. Someone to guard that hacker from any attacking Kree, and a third person to stage a distraction to keep them occupied.
It
But
is
as
the
far as
suicide
plans go,
mission.
it's pretty insane. And,
Suicidal?
yeah, that word.
You don't have to actually call it that.
This is my favorite kind of plan. It's got all the adjectives.
Mine too. Oh, I almost forgot. We need someone to grab Hala's helmet. Won't be able to trigger the weapon without it. It's probably in her quarters somewhere, so someone will have to steal it right out from under her nose. Or if it's on her head, right out from above her nose.
That sounds like you're volunteering, Rocket.
Oh yeah, tell the 40-pound guy to steal the helmet off a Kree accuser. Be serious, Pete.
Alright, I'll pick who does what. Hacker, protector, distractor, helmet thief, and me.
Yeah, and if all that don't work, guess we'll just have to resurrect this guy and have him chop Hala's ships to pieces.
Good one.
That could actually work. If the forge contains enough
We
power.
are not rezzing a celestial.
And if we could reacquire it.
Well, we'll call that Plan B?
We are not.
When in doubt, let magic save the day.
A celestial. Hi, Grey Wolf.
You know, if this doesn't go our way, I just want to tell you.
I am Groot.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, okay. I'm a little biased because I hate the Celestials
I am
and their
Groot.
stupid giant
Really?
faces.
Pete got in touch with his feelings? That actually worked?
But I mean,
I am Groot.
there's a reason I hate the Celestials.
Go ahead.
It's because they're dicks. Giant, evil dicks. It's FF13 all over again. This is the last episode, Grey Wolf. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're ending this like within an hour or so here. Okay, so new messages. Hang on, what do we got? What do we got? Where are we at? No, we did that one. God, I wish I could zoom that in a little bit. Subject. I am no one's subject. My legs are sturdy and I am independent. From. I am Drax the Destroyer, steadfast warrior and sworn enemy of the mad titan Thanos. Together with my ambitiously named brothers-in-arms, the Guardians of the Galaxy, we have slain many foes and overcome many worthwhile challenges together. My physical strength and battle prowess make me a valuable ally to this group. 2. Peter Quill. Hello, Peter Quill. I am increasing my worth by training to become a tactical warrior. From this point forward, you'll be able to communicate with me without the use of your vocal cords. Drax the Destroyer. P.S. Draxy didn't know how to hit send. Rocket. Yondu. I actually already responded to that one, so whatever. And this one, these are just in a weird order now. So you have the Windfall one, there's the one. So, from Howard the Duck. Hey Pete, seems like you've been busy. I got a favor to ask. Bev and I have yet another one of our falling outs, and this time I think it's serious business. She said something about wanting to go to veterinarian school, needing some time apart, etc., etc. Can you believe it? Anyways, units are tight right now, and I could use some room and board. Maybe it's time to join up with the Guardians. I don't take up a whole lot of space, and frankly, I'm a cut above the caliber of folks you usually run with. Just give me a chance. Groot. Forward, healing powers of toxic spores. Exotic planet spores hold a wondrous place in the imaginations of beings all over the galaxy. Many associate them with spiritual power and cosmic awareness, as these spores have used from everything from food to divination tools. Spore hunters, as enthusiasts are known. They search for rare species and uses for these plants. Spores have also been getting plenty of scientific and medical attention these days. Shi'ar and Brood universities are currently the leaders in using spores to prevent and treat physical ailments. They seem especially effective in maintaining the mood of colossal flora, but more research needs to be done. No, I am not, Grey Wolf. Thank you for asking. The next stream I will do will be Thursday evening. However, law enforcement remains skeptical. Queen Suzerain Adora has urged the Nova Corps to pursue traffickers of toxic plant spores and Zandalarian trade partners. It is imperative for spore hunters across the universe to speak up and demand fair treatment for their often harmless pastime. Last one from Yondu. WTF. P-Tell, or is that an exclamation mark? What the heck is going on? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Red Jack's on lockdown because there's a Kree army running around. I thought they were dead. Heard something about the Guardians on the comm system too. If you got yourself into some trouble, levy me outta it. Don't need you leading those Kree here. Yondu. Spell check, buddy. Come on. Alright. But yeah, if I had a scheduled stream, I'd have it up on the site. This is going to be a week of working on YouTube stuff. Unless there's a major event like a premiere run or a lore run, I very rarely stream during the weekdays because that's pretty much my primary day to get YouTube stuff done. How do I start? Let's go. And I'm not waking up the Celestial Head. God damn it, I want to res people that matter. Like Drax's family, or Lila, or... They're gonna make us choose. Alright, we know it's coming. They're gonna make us choose. What do you choose? What do you choose? We've got Drax's family, Peter's mom, and Lila. And probably Nebula. Who do you choose, guys? Assuming we don't res the goddamn Celestial. Freaking stupid. We don't need a Celestial to fight a chick with a spear, okay? She's not that OP. I know the writers want us to think she is, because she has level 37 plot armor. Stop yelling when I'm fiddling with a frig knife here.
Hey, Pete.
Okay, hang on. So we've got... I've actually been distracted now. What are our roles?
I've got a role in mind for you, Rocket.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Hacker, protecting the hacker, retriever, or distraction. So protector's obviously... Hang on, let me think about this. I'm thinking Groot for retrieving, Drax for distraction, Gamora for protector, Rocket for hacker. What do you think, guys? I mean, you guys are right. They're gonna force me to res the goddamn Celestial, and it's gonna piss me off when they do. Negative to story, as I like to say. There we go. No, come on, go in. There we go. Go ahead and do it then. Sorry, I'm installing an SD card. So I watch football a little bit. I haven't followed it as much lately as I'd like to. And by that I mean European football. I used to play basketball a lot, and baseball a lot, and football a lot. Never got into American football all that much. Hey, Ash Wilbert. What's up, dude? Welcome to my stream. I know we're kind of doing some Telltale stuff, but you are always welcome to talk or chat or have questions, thoughts, or comments. I love interacting with viewers. So, what's up? No, I did not, Revan. Why would I do that? So those are the sports. I don't do any sports anymore because I have a leg that still to this day has nerve damage. So duh, basically. As far as martial arts, I used to do taekwondo and judo, as well as basic sword fighting, dueling, if you want to even count that. Not fencing, just generic. I don't really consider working out sports. I do work out every day. Twice a day, actually. But that's just maintenance. That's not sports. That's true. We could have a Groot protect, but then if we're doing that, that means Gamora's the one to retrieve the helmet, which I don't feel is quite as clear of a match, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? There we go. Okay. Yes, I am, Myron. I've got to go work on Deep Space Nine as soon as I finish this. And I need to do a review on this very game that I'm playing. Well, Rocket's hacker one way or another. Let's just commit to that.
I want you to hack the computer.
Logical choice. I won't let you down.
I need a place to put this. Let's put this there.
Thanks for sticking with me through all this. I was glad to have you at my side when everything was going wrong.
Hey, I don't need you getting mushy on me, too. Groot already fills that role nicely. But you're welcome.
Are you sure this plan is gonna work?
Nope. But I'm okay with that this time. You guys got my back, and that's all I need.
Thank you, SJ. I have put a lot of heart and soul into the TNG and DS9 ruminations, and I hope it shows.
You and Groot make up? Is the dream team back together?
Yeah, we sat down and talked it out. I think we both said stuff we regretted. But we're good now.
I am Groot.
Back at you, buddy.
Catch you in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, the whole idea, the reason I wanted Groot to be the one to get the helmet is because twice now they have shown the, you know, the stretchy nature of him as an asset. But let's go ahead and do it. Let's commit to this. So I think we're all in agreement. Drax is the distraction, and then Groot will protect Rocket, and then Gamora will grab. Also, yes, I did, Anthony. There was a problem that I found about like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, very soon after the Encounter at Farpoint episode went live. And I'm not even 100% sure how it happened, but the edit contained like a couple minutes of just dead space before the episode actually started. So I had to go chop out that dead space, re-render it, and re-upload it. So that's what's going on with that.
I am Groot.
Alright, Groot. So
if we're going to attack the Revenant, we all need a job to do.
Hey, Hazardous. Yeah, they probably are, Takoida. Welcome to the suicide mission part of the Guardians of the Telltale theme. So protect.
You're going to be on protection duty.
I am Groot.
Good call, Quill. Groot's always had my back, and I ain't even been shot once. Not once.
So I'm hoping
See
that's
you around,
the correct
buddy.
choice. I wonder, like, I legitimately wonder if the game will allow you to progress if you just pick, like, the worst options possible. Like, Drax is the hacker. Well, actually, I'm not sure there's even a really bad comparison on that. But, you know, just some really ridiculous thing like that, if it would still work. Because I could just picture, I don't know about you guys, but I could just picture Drax, walking up to the computer terminal and being like, and then pulling out, what do we call them? Rick and Morty? No, not Rick and Morty. Oh my God, what do we call his? Anyways, his knives and.
It is strange to have so many on the Milano now.
Mork and Mindy. That was it.
You're gonna be replaced, Drax?
I have have feelings for you. No.
So, Rocket has this plan?
A just crazy enough to work one?
Yeah, the usual kind.
Not surprised. So what role do I play in
No,
this
no,
disaster?
Destroyer my guns, Wanto. So you're retrieving the helmet, Gamora.
You're sneaky. So, why don't you stealth down there and steal Hala's helmet?
Her helmet? All right. Sounds like a challenge. Leave it to me, Peter.
No
See you in a bit.
feelings, no feelings. You're not gonna force me to flirt. You're probably gonna force me to res the goddamn Celestial, but you're not gonna force me to flirt.
Hey, Drax.
Favorite character in this game? Rocket. Probably followed very closely by Groot.
We've got a plan of attack ready to go. I've just got to divvy up the roles.
Of course. I trust you will grant me the most important job.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Tigzer.
We need someone to cause a distraction in the main hall and keep the Kree at bay. You think you can handle that?
My friend, if you need Kree to be killed, I will gladly kill them for you.
Pete, looks like Hala just entered the system. We're gonna have to hurry.
It's now or never. All right, guys, bring it in. So, here's the plan. We're making a run on Hala's ship to take that super weapon offline. I've assigned each of you an important role. Hacker, backup, distraction, and of course someone to steal that helmet. I will install the explosive, so when the trigger's pulled, the gun blows up right in Hala's face.
This will require everyone to work together flawlessly. I do not believe I have seen that happen. Ever. Are you sure this plan will work?
Yeah, we ain't exactly got a stellar track record when it comes to plans going our way.
We're still here, aren't we? That means something's working.
I trust each and every one of you to do what you do best. Now, things will go wrong, they always do. But we'll figure it out as we go. We have everyone we need to do that right here.
Uh-oh, here comes a patented quill speech.
I mean, look at Rocket.
Damn it. Should not have drawn attention to myself.
What should I be looking at? Is there something stuck in his fur? Or his little pebble teeth?
There's nothing that you can't fix. I've seen you make technological miracles out of a handful of trash. Literal trash. I mean, that's amazing.
Oh, Peter, over here! It's me, Drax, the Destroyer. I volunteer to go next.
Oh, I could never forget you, big guy.
Do not hold back. Tell me what I am. Oh, this should be enjoyable.
This guy is practically invincible. I mean, the galaxy's thrown all kinds of crap at him, and it bounces right off.
This is not true. If it was, I would not have needed several showers after we escaped.
Come on! No, unacceptable. I'm not accepting a bad answer on that. Anyways, no, I actually have no plans to stream the Uncharted game. Sorry. That's my Rumination series. There is a Rumination on the Uncharted series coming out at some point. I've already finished it from my perspective. I just don't know. So where's this going to put this? Please don't put me after that. Come on, put me like right as the speech began. I'd live with that.
Hey, Drax. Surprised to admit it, I'm actually glad to see you.
God,
I too am glad you have not perished in a violent and agonizing way. Perhaps by sudden evisceration or Balinese.
Oh, wow, this is a while ago. Holy crap. Okay. So anyways, what the hell was I saying? Which game will I stream? I don't understand that question, Nero says. So favorite moments of gameplay and story integration in any games. Gosh, let me think. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. While I'm thinking about that, I just got to say, one thing that I think the Telltale series legitimately needs is quick save. Quick save and quick load. Like, there have been so many times where I've wanted to be like, shh. In fact, while I was playing this yesterday, this is not a joke, I hit I hit F5 a few times without even really thinking about it, just to automatically, oh, I better save before I do this, you know. It took me a moment to be like, oh, right, that doesn't work. I don't really decide that in advance, Nerozaz. I do kind of want to stream Homeworld Cataclysm. Not sure if I have time for that. And I am going to be streaming Secret of Mana. And I'm going to stream... God, I don't even remember what else. Hang on, where's my calendar? What do we got here? Homeworld Cataclysm, Secret of Mana. I am not streaming Septerra Core. You probably won't stream Illusion of Gaia. That's a nice long... Not... I don't know. I'll debate that one. Tales of the Abyss is after that. Then we have Radiant Historia, Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I am definitely not streaming. Wait, that's not... Hang on, I need to correct something on my schedule here. There we go. I guess that's about it for the moment, Nero says. I don't know. Like I said, I never really decide that far in advance. On average. Is this shit? Yeah, this is it right here. That's where I am. Yeah, Tales of the Abyss is one that was requested for next year. Blah, 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 blah. Quick, someone bring up a subtopic I could talk about while I catch back up to myself. Jesus Christ, freaking stupid. God damn it. Is Berseria the good one or the bad one? Because I know that there was two that came out pretty much right next to each other. And one of them was bleh, and then the one that came right after that was good. And I never remember which one's which. I haven't played either. I think Zestria was the one I played last. God, I don't even remember off the top of my head. Oh my God, hang on. We gotta have all these conversations all over again. Crikey. How about that cherry pie? That was my breakfast, actually. How do you request a game for me to stream? Depends on the game, Revan. So what's the game? Oh, Anthony. That makes a little more sense. Jesus. 87 hours. Am I going to stream The Last of Us? No! Absolutely not! Any questions? I'm worried about this. No flirting. No flirting. It's not happening. Don't. God, Game, don't make me flirt with her. I'm sure Last of Us is a very good game, and by all I've heard, it is a very good game. It's just not for me. If I wanted to... Yeah. Since I like Alan Wake? Really? Alan Wake? If you gave me $1,000, make it $3,000 and I'd do it. So, I have, okay. So, I'll address the Alan Wake thing. You know what? I'm sorry. This is distracting. I'll address the Alan Wake question first. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and say I have absolutely no interest in Alan Wake. I've kind of started doing this new thing, and I started doing it in my last cycle. In other words, this year, these ruminations that are coming out now. In fact, I mentioned this during 999, which I think was just last Friday is when that came out. I understand that some people want an outsider's perspective, but I want to be nice and obvious, nice and overt about something I don't like. You know what I mean? There's going to be a there's a difference between that, and I plan to have this whole speech about this when I talk about opening the floodgates for the next cycle, which will be probably in about March. The idea is, you know, what I do for a living, you know, really analyzing and ruminating and discussing a thing, you're going to get a different result from something that I love or adore or have some history or investment in, and something that I just don't like or don't care about, right? I mean, I would think that's logical, but you'd be surprised how often I feel I need to say that, and how often people ask me, why are you doing a less in-depth thing here? I mean, you talked all this about this other game. Why aren't you doing this for this game? It's because I can't approach every game or movie or show or whatever equally. I'm not capable of that. I'm not a robot. So I've been trying to more openly label things outsider's perspective. When I'm like, okay, here's this new thing that I'm looking at that I have no interest in or that I actively don't like, I'll still do it. But I want that caveat up front that I'm not interested in it and I don't like it, so that you're getting an outsider's perspective rather than, whatever I normally do with something I actually like and care about. Make sense? So, getting back to your question about Alan Wake, I don't like I don't like horror. I don't like Stephen King. So it's the kind of game that I have a negative interest in. The kind where I would only play it if I was forced to, basically. So if I was going to do something like Alan Wake, it would be an outsider's perspective. Make sense? And hey, Berserkeru, what's up? Okay, so I've talked to those two guys. Oh my god, I got so much to catch up on here. This is ridiculous. I gotta go talk to, obviously, a death trap. Yeah, I know, right, Lurker? Now, this also kind of applies to The Last of Us, because people were earlier asking about that. Now, let me just go ahead and bluntly say that I have absolutely no interest in The Last of Us. It's a realistically darkly violent, depressing game set in a zombie apocalypse. That's pretty much just 100% things that I'm not interested in and don't actually like. Also, Last of Us, when I looked into it, when it first came out, when Last of Us very first came out, I did some looking into it, because of course I did. I look into just about every major title that comes out. And what I saw started triggering some legitimate, actual depression issues in me, if that makes any sense. As in, life is meaningless, oh God, lack of motivation, actual depression. It didn't make me sad, if you understand the difference here. So Last of Us kind of got shunted onto the forbidden list because there's actually been one other game that I did a rumination on, which also triggered legitimate depression in me. That would be Witcher 2. And that was a really unpleasant experience, going through that. Going through Witcher 2 because of the way it was affecting me. Makes sense? So I kind of started a policy of games that legitimately trigger depression in me are on the forbidden list. Now I've been kind of slowly considering undoing that list and just really, yeah, and then Witcher 3 was amazing. Paring down. I was actually very hesitant about Witcher 3, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember this. I bought Witcher 3 the day it came out to support the developers. And yes, I did, Berserkeru. And I played a bit of it just to try it out. And I was like, yay, cool, this is fun. I'm actually really enjoying this. This is surprisingly enjoyable. And then I played it with my sister as we were in preparatory for a whole backseat run thing, which unfortunately fell apart because she's just too busy and I'm just too busy. But then when people requested for the rumination, I was like, all right, I'm willing to give it a shot, and Witcher 3 was awesome. But anyways, I digress, getting back to my point. So, the point being that I am in a better place mentally and emotionally than I was 4 years ago now, I think. Whenever Last of Us came out. It's been a little bit. So I am considering finally being okay with being like, all right, fine, I'll go ahead and look at depressing games, basically give it one more shot, and then, if it doesn't, then just slamming the door shut on any future requests on those. But as ever, I do want to have that spoiler, that boilerplate right at the beginning of, I'm not interested in this. I don't like this. I don't like post-apocalyptic zombie stories. I don't. Walking Dead was such a huge exception, and even then, that was kind of I'm not interested in the violence and the realistic depiction thereof, and I'm not interested in the everything's horrible, blah 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 blah. Just something I'm not interested in. There's a whole I have a whole category for this. It's called coffee. Quick, someone give me a Lorium's plug in the chat. I have a whole term for that concept. So anyways, any interest in Company of Heroes? Is that the RTS or the FPS? And yes, no hentai, dating sims, or anything. That's permabanned, and that's not changing. Sorry. Just that's you're still spelling it wrong, Lurker. There's an I. There you go. I think. And then someone asked me about something else. Where was it? Hang on, I gotta scroll up a little bit, which means I gotta pause the game for a second. Which games to you now have a lot of lore? I don't quite understand your question, Grey Wolf. Like, you're talking about overall quantity of lore in a game or whatever? As for how much for the first hour on stream, $3,000 a month. Actually, I'd only need about 700 a month. 700 a month overall. So Warcraft, first pick without even hesitating. Warcraft has an absolutely insane amount of lore to it. After that, I got to think a little bit. Ace Attorney, again, no personal interest. It's not something I dislike. It's something I have no interest in. So, I guess. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I know Valvedrix would want that, but she hates me. So Persona 5 is forbidden. Persona 5 is actually banned. Persona 5 can go screw itself. So Company Heroes is the RTS. Actually, I did have an interest in playing Company Heroes for a bit, if that's the one I'm thinking of, which was something that PAX was playing and got me kind of interested in, so I was kind of at least leaning towards that. So I'm a little bit... Binding of Isaac is banned. I probably shouldn't even have to explain why. Yeah, it's the Relic one. It's the one with, like, the capture point, Dawn of War style of thing. So that is the one I'm thinking of. Lunar? I guess? I've never been a fan of the Lunar series. So, maybe. This War of Mine, I have streamed and done a rumination on that one. I think. Did we? I'm pretty sure I did a rumination on that one, but I know I streamed it. Star Trek 25th Anniversary, I won't stream that one, because that'll be a pain in the arse to stream, but I've actually played that game. It was alright, it was fun. And Judgment Rights, you need to have Judgment Rights in there as well. Neck. What else? I Am Setsuna. I've already streamed that one too. I did a premiere run of that one. I don't think... the reason I say it would be a pain lurker is I guess I shouldn't presume this. I don't know what resolution it is. If it's a standard 4x3 or 5x4, I got it covered. Anything else, I'd have to come up with something. Whoop! I didn't mean to do that. So anyways, what was I saying? I Am Setsuna. Yeah, I didn't actually like I Am Setsuna that much. In fact, if I was doing a review right now, I'd say not recommended. At best, I would recommend it on sale. Ooh, sweet tea. I can't have sweet tea; it would kill my throat. But woo. What else? Gothic. I have no real interest in the Gothic series, but I know a lot of people have asked about that one. So who knows? I'm pretty sure I've actually played several of the Gothic games, but it was back when they came out, so I don't really remember that. Oh god, 16x10. Would I grind 40+ hours for a mobile game, Vader? Absolutely, of course I would, Berserkeru. Duh! By the way, there's 3 Star Wars mobile games now. Or, well, there's 2, and they're making a 3rd one. Can you believe that? Splinter Cell? Whatever. So, Vermintide. It's Warhammer 40 Fantasy, which isn't something I'm super interested in, as I think I've said before. But I heard some good things about it. The only reason I didn't pop into it is because I had none of my close friends were really interested in playing it. And I mean, Left 4 Dead, right? You need friends to play that with. I'm not pugging Left 4 Dead. So that's the only reason I never popped into that one. Favorite singer? I don't think I have one. Favorite group? I don't think I have one of those either. The Mafia series. Mafia 1, I didn't like that much. Mafia 2 was average. I mean, it wasn't bad. I can't say anything about what I played through of Mafia 2. I didn't beat the game. I just went a decent ways through it. Nothing about Mafia 2 was bad, but nothing really struck me as great either, you know? Kind of like a popcorn game thing. I haven't actually played Mafia 3. I have heard that Mafia 3 has kind of a similar problem of just being kind of there. Pax actually played all the way through Mafia 3, and he was telling me about it as he was going through it. Shenmue. I've never been a Shenmue fan, so that's another one of those shrug kind of categories. What games am I genuinely looking forward to? Well, I was really looking forward to Mario Odyssey. That came out. I was really looking forward to Assassin's Creed Origin. I'm playing that in 2 weeks. I know there's games coming out I'm interested in. Because, yeah, there's Battletech's coming out. There's that new Advanced Wars game that's coming out. Oh, God, what else is there? There's a bunch of games that I can't actually remember that are coming out. Little ones. Nothing I'm super excited for, just stuff I'm looking forward to. Like the Secret of Mana remake, which may or may not be a proper remake. I'm going to be covering that one when it comes out. Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, actually, I'm not jumping on board that one anytime soon. I'll probably pick that one up on sale, especially since I don't really have time to play it. Gosh, what else? What else is coming out? I can't remember. I haven't really been paying attention to 2018 games yet because my 2017 has been so crammed. I know Ni no Kuni 2 is coming out. I'm not super excited about that. PC, Revan. I already have it on PC. Already installed. Gosh, what else? I guess technically there's the Switch Pokemon whenever that comes out. I am less interested in Prime 4 if the rumor is true. It's still rumor status, so we don't actually know if that's true or not. Yeah, Anthem I will probably cover for the show. So, of course, Rocket's going to be the hacker. Ultra Sun and Moon. Actually, I wasn't going to Berserk Arrow. But then a fairly large amount of people requested it. So if enough people want me to, whenever we sit down and really go through and do our Pokemon chill runs, yes, plural, because that's been fairly well requested. Basically, if people pay for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, then I will go ahead and pick up Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and also go ahead and play that as well. Why am I less interested in Prime 4? Now, I want to stress, this is still rumor status. However, the rumor right now is that Bandai Namco is the company actually developing Prime 4, and that just absolutely destroys my interest. I will still probably at least try Prime 4 on sheer faith. Or I shouldn't even say faith, hope, actually, at that point. But so you're going to be protecting Rocket. So Black and White, I mean, if basically if someone puts in for that, that's on the table. You know, I'm at least willing to do that. I don't have any opposition to it. I liked Black and White 1. I've already played it, so it'd be a replay, but that's fine. Could do a challenge run. Have I heard of any new Mass Effect or Dragon Age games? No. I mean, there's the rumor mill, which is cycling about Dragon Age 4, whatever it's going to be, but that rumor mill has actually been surprisingly quiet and tight. Yes, exactly, Berserker, that concept right there. So, I mean, we don't really know much about Dragon Age 4 other than that they might be working on it. And I want you to retrieve the helmet. And we don't know. There's nothing coming out from Mass Effect. Probably won't be for a couple years at least. Maybe a mobile game. To be clear, when I say black and white, I mean Pokemon black and white, not the other black and white that most people think when I say that. Assign roll. I mean, I guess I'd be okay with Valkyria Chronicles 2, but I don't know. I have not I have not heard good things about it, so we'll see. Excuse me. We're almost caught back up to ourselves, guys. Jesus Christ, this is taking a while. All right, hang on. So let's go ahead and unmute this again. Let's do this right this time.
All right, guys, bring it in.
If I fail, oh well, I give up. Because I'm not doing that again.
We're making a run on Hala's ship to take that super weapon offline. I've assigned each of you an important role. Hacker, backup, distraction, and of course someone to steal that helmet. I will install the explosive, so when the trigger's pulled, the gun blows up right in Hala's face.
This will require everyone to work together flawlessly. I do not believe I have seen that happen.
Yeah, at least,
Ever.
Dakota. That was insane, really.
Are you sure this plan will work?
Again, Telltale games need a rewind
Yeah,
button.
we ain't exactly got a stellar
save
track
button
record
or
when it comes to
something.
plans going our way.
I trust each and every one of you to do what you do best.
Especially since Telltale games do and have glitch.
Things will go wrong, they always do. But we'll figure it out as we go.
We saw that yesterday.
We have everyone we need to do that right here.
Uh-oh, here comes a patented quill speech.
I mean, look at Rocket.
Damn it. I should not have drawn attention to myself.
What should I be looking at? Is there something stuck in his fur? Or his little pebble teeth?
There's nothing that you can't fix. I've seen you make technological miracles out of a handful of trash. Literal trash. I mean, that's amazing.
Oh, Peter, over here! It's me, Drax, the Destroyer. I volunteer to go next.
Oh, I could never forget you, big guy.
Do not hold back. Tell me what I am. Oh, this should be enjoyable.
A perfect murdering machine who, despite all odds, has become more bloodthirsty than ever before.
You are too kind, Peter. I am getting emotional.
And...
Don't.
And Gamora.
Peter?
My love interest.
I didn't think two people with so little in common could become such amazing friends. But here we are. And I am always gonna have your back.
And I'll have yours. Thanks, Peter.
And what about Mantis?
What about me?
A walking invasion of privacy. Who I still don't know. Nothing gets her down. Like, all three of those are kind of bad. So I guess I'll go with our
I
newest
don't know
friend.
what's going on here.
Our newest and most peculiar friend.
We are friends? I have friends? Yeah! Thank you, Peter!
And last, but certainly not least,
The big
Groot.
guy.
I am Groot.
Oh, jeez. Like, all of those are good. What do I pick? We've got the perfect plant, heart of the Guardians, the most loyal friend, or I am Groot. And I want to pick the right answer here, but all of those sound good. You know? Like that train out there is telling me. Grey Wolf, I have talked about the whole Andromeda cataclysm of the development that went into that game and how it was just an utter goddamn mess many times on this stream and on Rumination, I think. Or no, excuse me, that was a review where I brought that up. But yeah, no, it was a pretty bad thing. So, what do I pick? And I can't quick save because this game is stupid. This might be a all of them are good situation, really. Because the other ones, there was at least one that was clearly like, you shouldn't pick this option. You know, this is just going to piss them off kind of a thing. So, since all of these look good, I'm gonna try the I am Groot and hope this doesn't screw it up.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Okay, he liked that.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Drax.
What's BioWare, Ashwell?
Sure, we have our
They
differences.
haven't existed for years.
But we all share something in common.
Arrest records.
Trust issues?
I am Groot. Dependency on oxygen-rich atmospheres to survive.
Not exactly. We're all trying to be better. And that's all that really counts. As long as we have each other, we can beat anything. Hala doesn't stand a chance.
That was actually a good speech.
Yes! Everyone is feeling inspired.
Then let's rock and roll.
Ah, poor old BioWare. Nevertheless, those developers brought us some good damn stuff, didn't they? Never forget that. Never forget what we did get, what we were grateful, or that's the wrong word, what we were lucky to get. I mean, we got Dragon Age, we got
Peter,
Mass Effect, we got KOTOR,
before you came back for me,
we got Neverwinter Nights.
I was ready to give up on the Guardians. Because I thought you already had.
Ah.
Thanks for proving me wrong.
Oh, now she has a fleet.
That is a lot of ships.
Actually, that's not even a squad.
Here's hoping everything works out. We deserve it happening to us at least once.
I've got your back, Gamora.
Good. I've got yours too.
Look sharp, guys. Hala's coming in hot.
I am Groot.
No, I ain't a train. It's a phrase. You know, like, she's right on top of us.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
I am Groot.
Yeah, that does sound worse. Hang on, rubble coming your way. I'm almost to the computer core.
I am Groot.
Hey, exercise is hard for me, okay?
Will, what happened? Did you die again?
Nope. Totally alive.
Fly on, human.
Guys, how's it going in there?
I'm I'm all hacked in. Plus an added bonus. Her computer's now transmitting some of your music to the entire ship. They're hearing that trash over their intercoms.
Where'd you get my music?
Okay, Pete, you're good to go. Eject it and plant the bomb.
One down.
Hell, I remember when BioWare making well-written games was so normal that they stopped getting praise for it. You remember that? When reviewers would say, here's what I think about the game, and they'd talk about everything but the writing because it was a BioWare game, and of course they were going to have good writing.
Mission proceeding. It's going great.
Hey look, the focusing crystal.
It's going less great. About to have some company. Gotta hurry. If they fire that weapon now, I'm hosed.
So stop talking.
How's that protection going, Groot?
I am Groot!
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Hanging up now. Heads up! Oh, too late. Just quick.
Come on. There we go.
Down, one to go.
How's it going in there, Peter?
I'm on the last station now. Now would be a solid time for that distraction.
I have not forgotten. There is an intercom button here. I shall press it.
Okay.
Greetings to all pathetic Kree warriors on this ship. This is Drax the Destroyer. I am waiting for you in the main hallway. Please come see me immediately.
And that's why I picked Drax for the distraction. He is exactly the kind of person to unashamedly walk up and say, I'm a distraction! I am a distraction!
Peter, I believe I have gotten their attention.
Good job, Rex.
Looks like that got everyone's attention.
You the man, man. Now, I would say there have been 2 BioWare games that were legitimately well written. Like way above and beyond the rest of their stuff. I don't know how many people would agree with me on that, but obviously that is my opinion, so...
Kinda busy here. Thank you.
Yep, Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Origins, that's absolutely correct.
Rocket, all charges are planted. Pressed?
Marginally. Once one of the Kree
16
fires
by
that
10.
weapon,
Yeah.
the whole ship's gonna go,
I can make it
holy
work, I guess.
crap, that's a huge explosion.
Yeah, I think that distraction worked a little too well. There are no more Kree on the bridge.
What? Looks like someone just volunteered to go hit that button then.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Yeah. Duh.
I managed to get the helmet. Now what, Rocket?
Launch it out an airlock.
Wait a minute. You never actually needed the helmet, did you?
Nope. But now Hala's gonna be looking for it, and it'll be spinning through space.
Rocket.
Rocket.
What?
Oh, come on!
I am Groot.
What do you mean Hala's heading for the bridge? Hey, Pete, you better get ready.
Big boss time.
Here we go.
Copy, bro! Copy, bro! Copy, bro! Oh, hey, what's up?
How do you like that?
This ends now.
Well, yeah.
Bring it.
I am Groot.
I mean, last time you crushed us like a bug,
Nice one.
but this
I do not
time we
need
have
a
the
weapon
plot
to
on
kill
our
you.
side.
Do not see. This is the end.
Thank you, James Carmichael.
Everything you have done is futile. Admit it. You have been defeated.
Well, yeah. I mean, you did beat me. Doesn't mean much, because, I mean, I'm still here, and, the rockets are broken this time. She's still immune to laser shots. Are these just, like, butterfly guns? Is that what this is? Okay, now I'm just shooting her sword, because I'm an idiot, apparently. Thank you, Groot. Get the gun.
Of course you follow me.
Sudden donation. Oh, come on, I totally hit that. Oh, shift up to irritated. No, it's okay. It hurts this time because... I'm sure there's a reason for it. Probably because you're evil, Crazy Legs. I mean, if your legs really aren't that crazy, then you are, in fact, probably evil. Nothing personal. Yeah, we remembered that trick you did last time. Have we beaten her yet? I mean, at this point, come on. Seriously. The boss has got to be in phase 3 by now. I was pretty crap at Guitar Hero. I can only play it on easiest difficulty. So anyways, remember that promise about us taking her alive? Just wondering if anyone else remembers that. Oh good, she's alive.
It is not over.
Now, theater rhythm, I could do that, even on harder difficulties. I can't do the hardest, but I can do one below that.
This is incredible!
I really don't want to raise this around. So, we're dead, right? Right? No, hang on. First, we gotta have a flashback, of course. Also, I remember Scooby-Doo.
Thanks for wanting to do this, baby. Can't imagine being in some sterile hospital. Missing out on this view.
It's okay if I chose the hospital, we'd be there instead, and then you'd get to know what it's like.
Just take it easy while we're out here, okay? I'm worried about you.
I won't scare you like that again, I promise. That means you'll have to drive us back. You, me, the stars. This is my happy place. Hey, you want to build it back up a bit?
Can I use the lighter fluid?
Come on. That's for amateurs. Don't let it burn out. Hey, How else are we gonna roast marshmallows? There you go. You've almost got it.
Huh. Didn't even have to use the lighter fluid.
Well done. No missing eyebrows for you tonight.
Aw.
Fire's looking low, hon. You wanna build it back up a bit?
But I just did that.
Huh?
Brain aneurysm. I mean, come on. Or brain,
Strange.
I can't remember what it's called.
I could have sworn
Mom.
Thing in her brain.
I shouldn't have brought you out here. I just wanted one last weekend with you. It was reckless. I wasn't thinking straight.
No matter what happens, I'm glad we came.
I'm sorry, Peter. I just didn't want you to forget who I really was. I don't want you to remember me like that, okay? I'm still me.
You'll always be my mom. I could never forget that. I love you.
Now, why don't you build up that fire a little bit, huh? It's starting to get low.
Mom.
Here's a fun thought for you. He never knew his mother. Not really. As a kid, you have a different view of your mother. So he doesn't know what she's like as an adult.
Thrilling! Ha! I feel so alive.
We're happy for you, Drex, but I think I can smell my fur burning.
Stay sharp. We don't know where.
Oh, she's right there.
This is not over.
Well, I gotta res a Celestial to take down this bug.
Okay, look. We've both done a lot of bad things. Let's just agree to call this one a tie, okay?
This can't end in a tie.
Where is my son?
That's a good question, actually.
I'm right here.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Badin!
It would bring me immense joy to spill your son's blood. I find his attitude incredibly irksome.
Your move, Hala. If you need suggestions, dropping your weapon might be a good place to start.
Dust! You may have destroyed my ship and stolen the Eternity Forge, but I still have my armada surrounding us. Unless you have a weapon that can destroy all of them, I still have the advantage.
No, don't make me press the goddamn Celestial just to take out 7 ships. Seriously?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hey, you're not serious.
For once, he does not look like he is joking.
Don't force my hand, Hala. I don't want to do this.
Do what you will. There is nothing that can stop us.
Accuser, the Celestial. It seems to be reacting. What are your orders?
Continue firing.
I mean, I'm sorry, I hate to be a ship guy here, but these are basically troop transports with like one main gun and that's it. I could probably take out this entire thing in a single X-Wing. Take some time.
You have to stand down!
Stand down? You have turned my own blood against me.
Well, no.
He has forgotten what it means to be Kree.
Me? I am thinking clearly. You are out of control! There will be no glory for the Kree Empire if we are all dead!
Malden is trying to save you! To save all of you!
And what do you think I have been doing? For years! I have revived our civilization from the ashes, and I will lead them to glory once again. We were born into war. We are not afraid of one Celestial.
Star-Lord, listen to me! Let me lead the Kree instead!
You lead the Kree?
Oh, hey! I get a choice to not res the Celestial! And it's even the thing I already wanted to do. Oh, Telltale, you didn't. You didn't have to.
Don't be ridiculous, Baldin. You are much too naive.
Under my rule, the Kree would have a chance at normal lives, instead of being in perpetual war!
War is normal. It is in the blood of all beings, whether they admit it or not.
Death only brings more death.
I am Groot.
Your weakness will corrupt our people and lead to their downfall.
Everyone deserves a second chance, and that starts with Baldin. He should lead the Kree.
Thank you.
How
Yes,
dare you! I refuse to hand my title over to a child! The thought is preposterous!
Surely letting me take command of the Kree is preferable to our extinction!
This is the deal, Hala. Step down or watch an angry celestial head obliterate your armada. Take it or leave it. You know the consequences.
This isn't a we're not so different you and I moment. In fact, we are very different. I don't believe killing others is the only way to get ahead in this world. That's not my style.
I hope I am wrong about you, Star-Lord. You have my surrender. This is Hala.
So real quick. I mentioned there was one other little thing that was spoiled for me, just as I was reading about the ending thing. Apparently, if you go ahead and decide to use the Celestial, Baldin turns into your new nemesis, and he's like, I will kill you all with the Kree, and he turns into a new her, and we...
The Accuser. All ships, stand down. I have surrendered my title to my son, Baldin. He shall lead the Kree.
The Accuser has surrendered? How is that? Cease fire! All ships, stand down!
I hope not, Dakota, but I'm kind of expecting it.
You had the power to eliminate all Kree, but you showed mercy instead. I will not forget this. I know I have no right to ask for one more favor, but I would like to take my mother into custody.
She killed my sister. She blew up a planet. Hala must face justice for her crimes.
I mean, we're seriously...
Do what you will. It does not matter to me anymore. I have lost. The judgment is yours.
Please, she is one of our own. My first order as leader will be to see her punished.
Okay, so let's see. My options are giving you to a guy who has actually been proving himself surprisingly well after she's surrendered. Or, I could send her to the Nova Corps! And then they could finally push forward that payment. Oh, wait. They never paid me for Thanos' body, did they? In fact, they never even gave me the first payment for Thanos' body. So, a guy who I don't, is kind of a risky choice, admittedly. Or the asshole bureaucrats who weren't even willing to work with me when I was on their side. Twice. I mean, this isn't a choice.
To show everyone that war is not our future.
I mean, one way or another, this is probably going
those
to
who
not
seek
pay
to continue
off.
fighting will not be tolerated.
But screw the Nova Corps.
You can have her. Just see to it that her sentence fits her crime.
I mean, if nothing, absolutely nothing else, at least this guy owes me a favor now. Or I'm in good standing with the leader of the Kree. I know I've said that before about the Nova Corps, but the Nova Corps was a bureaucracy. This is a dictatorship. You know, dictatorships are more likely to remember those kind of things.
I will. Thank you. My people owe you a great debt they can never repay.
Don't take that out of context.
It will be a long road. But I will show the galaxy that the Kree can be trusted from now on. Not feared.
I accept units and booze.
Well, if you're looking for some form of payment, I mean, units and booze will work.
I will take that under advisement.
No, seriously, we really need a new ship.
For generations, my people will tell the legend of what happened this day.
We really need a new ship. Really badly. Like... Okay. Oh, hey, Nova Corps. Piss ants. You got my payment yet?
I can't get that image of Hala out of my mind. She looked so broken. Lost. We did the right thing, didn't we?
We saved lives, Gamora. If we hadn't done what we did, a lot more innocent people would be dead right now.
You're right. You're right. I think I could use a drink.
Well?
I am Groot.
I know, right, Hazardous?
Yeah. Let's go.
Just you know, one dreadnought. That's all I ask, guys. Come on. Just one dreadnought to shove down Nova Corps' frickin' pipe tail.
Hello? You guys still open?
If there's booze on the shelf, they're open.
Hey! Can I come out now? Is it over?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes,
It's fine.
you can stop cowering like a baby.
And we're all pretty thirsty.
But we have no money.
I know now isn't the best time, but you still haven't paid your tab.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, guys gotta pay the bills.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Dude, come on. We just saved your life. I mean, we just saved your bar. We saved the galaxy. Pick one. Any of those should more than pay our debt.
You're right, you're right. Consider your tab forgotten. I'll start you a new one right now.
Thank you. Now, hopefully I'll get paid sometime next year. So I can actually pay you. Mantis, don't.
What is this? It tastes terrible.
I am Groot?
It's an acquired taste.
It's kind of an acquired taste. You get used to it eventually.
I don't think I want to acquire a taste for this.
Don't blame you. Stop drinking out of the
All right.
frickin'...
Fill her up.
Actually, the forge is already full. There's still a charge in it, but its power is fading.
One charge.
It can only be used for one more revival.
I didn't res the Celestial. What, so I can raise one Celestial or one person? You gotta be kidding me with this crap. Oh my freaking god. Okay, whatever. Who do we pick? We've got Drax's family, Nebula, my mother, and the and Lila. I mean, God's sakes, we've got a whole ship of dead people. Well, let's see what our actual options are. I'm assuming here.
I'm sorry. It won't be able to bring back all your loved ones.
I am Groot.
Groot says you should use the forge for your mom.
I am Groot.
Since you got us back together.
I am Groot.
Made us a... Oh man, he's using the F word again.
Family.
Family.
Wait,
what about you guys? I mean, you all lost someone close to you.
The forge was severely damaged when you crashed the Revenant into nowhere. If you wish to use it, you need to do it now.
Of course. Really, game?
I'm not sure I need it anymore. Then again, Drax lost his daughter. Seems pretty important to bring her back.
Yes, but the cyborg was Gamora's true kin. It should be her.
Ah, for the 1000th time, her name's Nebula.
Yes, the cyborg Nebula.
Thank you, Drax. What about Lila? You loved her.
Guess I'm done being the selfish one. Really, Drax, it should be you.
It should be you.
After everything we've been through, are we seriously still arguing?
No, we're just agreeing strongly. This is an anti-argument. I just got one of those voices that always sounds like I'm angry.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
There isn't much time left. The forge is dying. If you wish to use it, you need to do it now.
For God's sakes. So there's our 4 choices. Lila, Mother, Daughter, Nebula. Can't I do all? No, seriously. Now, this is going to sound funny, but the one I am least inclined to pick is the Mother. Hear me out. Because of these 4, 3 of them have never actually gotten to really live their lives, have they? She was a child. She had her life ripped from her from Thanos, and she never got to see outside of the lab until she died, right? So the 3 of those never got the chance to live. Our Mother did. I mean, she only started really getting ill pretty late in our interaction with her, so I would say she's off the list if we're thinking about this as rationally as possible. So then we've got, and yeah, and again, despite everything, Peter's the one who's gotten over this the best. We had to help all 3 of these others actually get over their issues, and shrug. So no, that'd just be waste at this point, Leander. It's already dying. It's literally a choice. At this point, they've basically, and this is why we were talking about this yesterday, it's why it's not really a true ethical dilemma. Because they took the ethics and took the morality out of it, didn't they? Like, it's already charged, and it's only good for 1. So all of that crap we were talking about, for like half an hour, we just sat there talking about all the possibilities of this thing and a long-term usage and whether it's right or wrong to trade one life for another, and the possibilities of moderation, or can it be the kind of thing that lasts too long? All that stuff we talked about, all of that has just been thrown out the window. Instead, it's got 1 charge, and it's already charged regardless of us. We didn't do anything. Well, now there is a moral dilemma here. This is the tainted medical research dilemma in a nutshell. In other words, we have, something that we didn't do. Like, we didn't torture or hurt people or kill people to have this boon, but the boon now exists. Do we use it or not, right? That's a completely separate ethical dilemma, and it's one that's a lot easier to swallow than, do you murder someone to res someone? So, now I will say they've done a surprising amount, really, to flesh out all 4 of these characters. I'll actually give them that. We've had multiple flashbacks and multiple cutscenes to give us, the player, an investment in all 4 of these. And as much as this has overall been a lackluster Telltale, that's well done. The fact that they actually bothered to show Lila and have us interact with her in an entire flashback sequence, that we've had the multiple flashback sequence with her mother, the fact that we actually saw him and his final moments with his daughter, and many moments with Drax talking about her, and that we've seen Nebula so many times and actually watched her die. They have bothered to do on-screen investment in these characters rather than some vacuous, oh, here's this character that we've never seen, we the players have never seen, but, do you want to res her because she's important to the character kind of a thing. It also probably doesn't help that I don't know the rules of the afterlife for this particular setting, which do actually matter. Because, for example, if there is in fact an afterlife for certain individuals, like, say, Drax's people, then he probably would, whenever he dies, go on and to be with his family. But maybe there isn't for otters? I mean, I don't know the rules of that. I don't know how that works in this particular setup. So, unfortunately, I can't actually use that as a medium to decide. So then we've got, hey, Bragwin, we've got a terrible choice here. Then we've got, I just also like to say that the fact that it only works one more time is kind of irritating, but I'm not going to get into that. So now I'm thinking future. You know, Nebula being able to reconcile with Gamora, the two of them having the familial bond, working in the future, her being able to actually have some kind of a life. But the thing is, Lila would be almost the same exact type of situation, you know, Lila being able to have a life forward and blah, blah, blah. And of course, the same exact thing would go for Kamaria, right? So again, it's kind of an equal situation. All three of these are deprived of life, being allowed to live what is effectively a full life henceforth. So that's not a variable. Now, it is true, as Lurker points out, one variance, I should say, here, is the fact that Lila is an innocent. Drax's daughter is an innocent. Both of them were people who were never allowed to really choose what kind of people they were going to be. Nebula is someone who had that choice, made that choice throughout the course of the game, no less, and then died partially as a consequence of that, and therefore her story would be the fulfillment of that redemption. In other words, to put this in slightly different terms, Nebula has already been redeemed in the strictest sense of the word. In other words, she has begun the path of redemption. This would be her concluding the path of redemption and actually trying to make something more of her life. As Leander points out, Gamora just lost Nebula very recently. Drax has been dealing with the loss of his daughter for years at this point, and so has Rocket with regards to Lila. And of course, if we're to be completely cynical about this, it's also worth noting that Kamaria, I hope I'm saying her name right, and Lila are unknown quantities. You remember how I just mentioned that the two of them are people that didn't get a chance to really choose what kind of lives they are? Well, that's true. I mean, Lila could turn into an unpleasant person, or even an evil person. Or maybe there's just something that isn't going to fit with her. I mean, we don't really know her as an individual, as an entity. She is going to decide her life, so that's an unknown variable. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying she's going to turn evil, but it is possible. And the same general thing with the daughter. She never got a chance to choose who she is, to decide what kind of person she is. The only one that's a known variable is Nebula. We have seen through action and through results what kind of person Nebula is choosing to be. So she is a known variable in this quantity. I'm not going with no one. That would actually... God! Hi, Geltori. That would actually upset me on a deeply personal level. The idea of going with no one would be such a goddamn waste at that point. You know? I mean, I'm sorry, but we have the one shot. We should probably use it. Also, I just noticed that Myron donated earlier. I'm sorry I didn't address that. That was like 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, Myron. I don't even know if you're here anymore. But nevertheless, Myron, thank you very, very much, as always, for your continued financial support. It is hugely helpful. Do you want to put that towards anything? Right now, we've got lore runs and Pokemon Ultra, I guess, is the stuff on the table right now. Yes, Chemic. That's where we're at with this. Yeah, he donated during the action scene, and I was kind of completely distracted by it. So, I am going to coin this, but I want to stress that this is a surprisingly interestingly crafted. Yeah, go ahead, Leander. This is an interestingly crafted dilemma, because aside from the mother, which, as I mentioned earlier, is the one who is easiest to put aside in this choice, those three are pretty equal, really. Like, really, it's relatively easy to look at those three and be like, yeah, I could see a pretty equal argument for all three, morally, ethically, even when you take morals and ethics out of it, when you just look at it from a cynical or pragmatic perspective. And again, the game has actually bothered to establish all three of these characters, although it established Nebula the most. Now, that being said, the one way they're not equal is those two are unknown variables, and that one is not. And those two have gotten over their grief, and that one has not. That's like an inch amongst miles, but it's the only thing that really is the difference here amongst those three. Ah, gotcha, Leander. Now, as I said, I am going to coin this. There's three choices, so it's going to be our second two, which means it's either going to be Kamari, or whatever the hell her name is, or Nebula. And the coin picks Nebula. So, let's see what happens. Oh, there is the Let Forge die.
I think we should resurrect Nebula.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I believe in second chances.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're right. I do feel like the developers
Take my hand.
are
I
leaning
want you
in
to
that
think
direction.
of your fondest memory of Nebula, the moment when you two were happiest.
Hey, no cybernetics.
How? You used it on me?
I'm so happy to have you back.
And then Nebula's like, stop!
You're happy?
I am.
So, can we use it again, real quick, before it breaks? Just real quick. Super quick. There's a bunch of dead Kree out there. Come on.
The Forge no longer holds any power over me.
Never mind.
Don't know what to do, now that I am finally free of it. My life was so entwined with its purpose. With it gone, I feel okay. I am no longer overwhelmed by the emotions of others. I can feel only what I want to. Feel my own emotions. For once.
You can do whatever your heart desires. The world is your oyster, Mantis.
I don't understand your meaning, but your feelings are hopeful, genuine, encouraging. It feels good to feel these feelings. My head finally feels clear. Thank you, Peter, for all you've done.
Damn it, Leander.
So, everything worked out in the end.
Don't you know? Everything works out for me.
Shut up. You know what I mean. I'm proud of you, Peter.
Yeah?
You kept us together after all. I had many, many doubts it would happen. So many doubts. Oh, daily doubts. I honestly couldn't count them all. But somehow, you pulled us through.
I mean, I didn't exactly do it on my own.
I'll take some credit.
Yeah, some. A bit. Just a tiny bit.
Oh, never change, Peter. How about a refill?
My hero.
And yeah, that reunion scene was pretty lackluster, which makes me think that the other three reunion scenes were equally lackluster. Just think, if this game had save states, or like quick save, I could go see what the other three are really quick and easy.
Hey, you two seriously need to tell us when there's a toast happening.
I drink this toxic liquid in honor of the galaxy. May it stay guarded.
Nebula, don't be antisocial. Come join us.
I don't like parties.
Me either. But you're with us now. You better get used to them.
What about to new friends? I've never had them before.
I've got a better one. To vacation!
I am Groot.
Yeah, okay. Family's a good one, too. Hurry up, Pete. My arm's getting tired.
To the best family a guy could ask for.
Strangest looking one in the galaxy.
Hey, I'll take it.
Guardians, this is the Nova Corps.
What?
We have another situation. You have to help us. You're the first ones we called.
The galaxy can wait.
Yeah, we gotta have a real celebration. For once.
This intoxicating fluid has made me want to fight things. Please let me fight things. I am Groot.
Huh. We don't have to do anything. What's in it for us?
Hey, Johnny Joe. So, Chemic, you want my super quick recommendation before my review goes live? Because I need to record my review as soon as I finish streaming, basically. Get it on sale. Episode 1 was good. Episode 5 was surprisingly good. They did some good stuff with that. Episode 2 and 3 were lackluster, and Episode 4 was actively bad. Okay, so 66% encouraged Groot's growth, 50% Rocket diffused content, 87% Gamora was the shoulder to lean on, 60% for Drax as trusted ally. State of the Galaxy. Revived no one? What are you talking about? She's revived right there. Whatever. So he's leading, she's detained, she's revived, she's free, and the Forge is... I guess that means I didn't pull up this semester. Whatever. You and 95.5% of players tried to put the Guardians first. Heroes come in many shapes, so 41% of the players powered up the Forge for sake of friends, 74% prioritized survival of team by letting Drax sacrifice, 74% decided to keep Gamora's family intact by letting Nebula stay. You and 91% of players influenced Rocket to overcome his fears. 60% prioritized Rocket's dilemma of capturing Nebula. That's the one I was in the outlier. 41% gave Rocket hope of seeing Lila again by charging up the Forge. 74% let Drax sacrifice himself, left preventing Groot from being injured. 77% of players influenced Gamora to recover from scars of the past, so 28% of players warned to... I don't know why that's there. I really don't. 13% of players followed Rockula instead of pursuing Nebula. Again, outlier. And 73% tried to mend Gamora and Nebula's relationship. 85% of players, Jesus Christ, influenced Drax to be able to face his greatest challenge of all, moving past the death of about 93% assured him he got his revenge against Thanos. 41% restored his hope. 74% were convinced by Drax's plea and allowed him to sacrifice himself. In spite of you and 100% of players' efforts, Groot never gave up on the Guardians. He believes in this team and believes them unconditionally. 84% allowed him to keep his tree friend. 41% powered up. 96% shook his hand despite him leaving the Guardians. Plan of attack. Rocket was hacker. Groot was protector. Drax was distractor. Gamora was retriever. So 69% of players went after Drax first. 86% of players were positive about the Guardians in the emotion scene. 14% of players handed Hollowed over to Baldin. Not a lot of people did that one. I'm kind of surprised by that. 35% of players resurrected Nebula. Considering there were 4 choices there. Excuse me, 5 choices there, actually. That's actually surprising. Excuse me, that's not surprising that so many people went with resurrecting Nebula. 87% of players resurrected someone. And I just got an email from Telltale. That's nice. Oops. Ugh, gosh darn it. I have too many emails. Oh my god, it's... I don't actually know who that is. Some guy who is, of course, going after Thanos' body. The end! No more copy wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, Telltale. What a weird one. What a weird, weird Telltale. Like, even the Telltales that have been consistently lower in quality were less weird than this one, you know? I think I will eat my crow and say that Episode 5 did drag this up in quality significantly. What do you guys think? Honest question, especially for those of you who saw yesterday. Because Episode 4 was just bad. Like, after I finished, I was running through Episode 4, 2, 3, and 4 again in my head. And when I was thinking about it, 2 and 3 really weren't that terrible. Like, there were moments of just, ugh. But then there were good moments, too, and, you know, it was okay. And then Episode 4 just plummeted in quality. Nosedived in quality. Like, it got to the point where I started noticing myself dissecting the literal dialogue of Episode 4. Which, I mean, normally I don't even get to that point. It takes a lot for me to significantly be upset at a work to start dissecting dialogue. I think I am officially, like I told Kemek earlier, I think I'm gonna officially change my review on this one to pick it up on sale. I don't think this is worth the full price. I don't think this is worth full price. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true. I really don't. I am hopeful. This is where things get interesting. I am hopeful that this is not indicative. That we're not going to see the other two games they're working on actively right now, which is Minecraft Season 2 and Batman Season 2, similarly have a significant dip in quality like this game showcased. I've actually already bought... Of course I did. I buy Telltale games on faith. I've actually already bought Batman Season 2 and Minecraft Season 2. I suppose we'll see. As ever, I'm not going to play those until they finish coming out. And I think we're only on Episode 2 of Batman. Hang on, I can check really quick. I got it right here. Batman is up to... Yep, Batman's up to Season 2. And Season 2. Batman's up to Episode 2, and Minecraft is up to Episode 4. So, we'll see when those finish. We'll do another impromptu stream and see how those went. Or maybe we'll do it on Saturday. I don't know. I'll do something. But anyways. So, where does this fit on the Telltale games best to worst? Bottom of the list. I'm serious. This game, again, it had good moments. You know, Episode 1 was legitimately good. Episode 5 had some pretty good stuff, and there were a few good moments in Episode 3 that really come to mind. But I would still put this dead last in terms of quality of the Telltales that I've played. Yes, I have in fact finished XCOM. In fact, almost all of that is live on YouTube as of this point in time. So the only reason the other one isn't live is because I've had so many other things I've been streaming and uploading as a resultant. So, unfortunately, because I love streaming, I will not be streaming until Thursday. We'll be doing another board game night on Thursday. And then Friday we'll be playing Battlefront. That was one that was requested and paid for. So, I don't know what to make of that at this point. We'll see. And no, I didn't finish post-game of Mario. That's still in the chill run category. In fact, if you check my website, I actually have a new little thing on the lower right in my widgets keeping track of active chill runs for anybody curious about that. So the Mario thing is still there. I got my Switch. I got my new SD card installed on that. I'll talk more about Battlefront 2 when we get there, when we get to Friday. I admit I'm super nervous. I wasn't going to do a premiere run of Battlefront 2, but a lot of people requested it. A lot of people said, hey, we really want you to look at this game and really go into it, and people paid for it, and that's my job, so we'll see. We'll see. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Have a good one, guys.